What is going on, everybody? Wow, this is a huge day. I am so extremely excited to be here. Thank you, everybody, for your just outstanding support. It just blows me away looking at that number on YouTube. I can't believe that there are 50,000 people that have gone to that subscribe button and pushed it. So thank you for following me along on this journey. I have a ridiculous amount of prizes today to give away. And I just wanted to take a quick second to thank everybody. If you take a look at that description, all those brands, all those individuals, everybody was so willing to give to celebrate this moment. And I was not expecting to get this many yeses to the giveaway. So I was like, okay, I want to do something special. Maybe we can give away a couple $100 in prizes. So I sent out a whole bunch of emails to people I'd worked with in the past or chatted with, and I was expecting most of them to say no, and everybody but one person responded and said yes, and it just blew me away. So I am so excited, so grateful to get to give all of you all of this stuff. So we have 97 prizes I'm giving away today. And again, that's just made possible because of all these brands and individuals who stepped up to bat. I can't afford to give away $9,000. So thank you for making that happen. Really quick, a lot of people ask me, how did you get started as a video editor? And I thought this would be a great opportunity to just super fast wrap up my story as a video editor. So I was very fortunate and blessed to be born into a family of, there's 5 of us kids, and then there's my parents, and my dad is actually a very incredible filmmaker. He's a director, producer. He's done a lot of different commercials and stuff around our area. He's directed some indie films. And so that's the world I grew up in. I grew up on set, making videos, working as a grip, setting up lights, all of that stuff, and I just fell in love with that world. So ever since I was 9 years old, I just kind of became obsessed with making movies. I thought I wanted to be an animator at first. I thought I wanted to work with Pixar, so I started using Blender. I even made some Blender tutorials, and that was super cool to me. But over time, I kind of started to fall more and more in love with live action and working in that editing world. So I got access to Final Cut Pro 6 or 7, I'm not sure, at a very young age, just because my dad was a video editor. And what a blessing to have access to those tools. So that really taught me, the ropes of editing. And over the years, I've just kind of stuck with it. I was homeschooled, and I got to edit in my off time, which was incredible. I got to take classes all about film growing up, so just really very fortunate. And then as I got older, coming out of high school, my parents were like, hey, do something with your life. You could go to the military, you could go to college, just do something, get out. You're 18, you're a grown man. So when I was 18, after I graduated, I thought, I want to go to Mexico, and there was an orphanage there that my church was supporting at the time for children with disabilities. And so I was like, okay, I want to go there. I want to use my talents as a filmmaker to help, raise awareness about this place. So I actually went there, and I lived there for 2 years of my life. I got to learn some Spanish. I got to change over 4,000 diapers. I got to do dishes and laundry, all sorts of stuff, but I also got to continue to develop my craft as a filmmaker. And so that was just a really meaningful time of my life. It really set in stone who I was as a person. And so I grew my faith there, and I just got to continue as a creator. Coming back, I was offered a position as an administrator for somebody that was working at my church, just to help them, book flights and do their assistant stuff. But they actually discovered later that I liked making videos. So they just put me full-time into making videos, and my dad and my brother also got to come in as video editors, and we all started working on building this TV show called Hope Generation that was really focused on helping people that were struggling with depression and suicide and those really difficult topics, anxiety, and we were just trying to give them a message of hope. So that's what we did for a couple years. While I was doing that, it was 2020, and I just really, really wanted to start my own YouTube channel teaching video editing because I just love teaching video editing. So that's what I did. I started up the Final Cut Pro July 21st of 2020. And of course, there was that weird pandemic thing. I don't know if you guys heard about that. So that just really enabled me to have a lot more time to spend on YouTube. Really, really cool. And I could not foresee it growing to this level ever. You're always hopeful. You're always kind of, what if, maybe? But wow, it's crazy. So thank you, everybody, for supporting me on this journey. And that's, I think, enough rambling. I think it's time to get to giving away some of these amazing prizes. So I actually have two really, really cool guests coming on, Jen Jager and Raphael Ludwig, and they both have amazing courses. I just top tier, and they were so willing to give away their courses as a prize to all of you. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to have... oh man, I gotta choose Jen Jager or Raphael first. I don't know. We'll start with Jen, and that way she can get on with her busy life.
You cut out for a second.
Oh, can you hear me? I cannot hear you.
Can't hear you.
I cannot hear you.
Can't hear you.
I figured it out. There's this thing called the mute button I just discovered. So
it gets the best of us.
Yes,
happens all the time.
I'm glad we got that figured out. Hey Jen, thanks for coming on. Do you want to talk to us about your insane course that you're giving away for free to one of my lucky subscribers?
To 3 of your lucky subscribers.
3 of them.
We're doing 3 courses. Well, Motion Launchpad, if you guys don't know what it is basically a course that starts at the beginning for Apple Motion. So if you're someone who, edits in Final Cut, but you've been kind of like hesitant to get into Motion, it's a great course for you. It's also for you if you've watched like one of my tutorials or Dylan's tutorials or many of the other creators here on YouTube, and you feel like you're kind of just scattershot learning piece by piece. It's really organized. So in the way it's structured is I give you some materials. So we're all building the same project together, and then we'll have different modules. So like one module, we'll be focusing on the first half will be how the camera works. And then we'll jump into the same project we're all working on together. And then we apply what we've learned to the project. And so in the end, my project and your project will probably look really similar. But I hope that people use their creative license when they try it. But honestly, I had so much fun making it. I get great feedback on it. If you don't win it today, we're also doing $10 off at jenjager.com. If you use the promo code in the description, I think it's 50K bro is the promo code. So that's already set up. So if you don't win today and you want to learn Motion, you can use that promo code.
That is incredible. I'm so excited, Jen. Thank you so much for joining me on this. I learned so much from your Motion tutorials. So I'm really excited for some people to get to dive in. Let's just blow the cap off of Motion. Let's just make it way more accessible, because I think everybody's scared by Motion, but I think it's way cooler than you could ever expect. So thank you again.
It's intuitive. Like, it's not that hard. You just gotta be willing to dip your toes in the water, and you'll learn to love it. I mean, you love it. I love it. The Ripple guys love it. I mean, people who use Motion feel very passionately about it, and it's not that hard. It's fun. It's really fun to use.
It's absurdly fun. So, okay, we're going to try this. This is the first of the giveaways. I don't know if this is going to work. This is all theory coming together in the final moment. Make sure you guys, by the way, of course I have a leaf blower going on right now, but so make sure you guys are using the link in the description, and that lets you sign up. I'm not capturing these emails to sell you anything. I'm literally this is getting deleted afterward. The email is just so I can get in touch with you and send you your winnings. So make sure you use that link. Put in your social handle so that I know how to say your name on stream. And let's do this thing. How about, okay? Let's Taylor in 5 seconds. Oh, there we go. We'll go ahead and do it now. I'm gonna set this over. We're gonna locate the Jen Jager's motion launchpad for 3 people. All right. I wish this was more dramatic and cool with the animations. I will adjust it here. It's gonna be a little off. All right, we're gonna push draw. Let's see. Okay. And so we drew those, and let's see if I can get them on the screen here. This is all theory coming together all at the same time. Now I can't grab the window. There we go. There we go. Can you guys see those social handles? I'm trying to not show anybody's personal emails. So it looks like we have got Smeinzer from South Carolina. We have Nordtech Media and B-Boy Prod. So you guys are the winners of the Motion Master. Man, this leaf blower is right out my window. So yeah, you guys won. So congratulations. I'm so excited for you guys to get to take away the Motion Launchpad course. Highly recommend it. Again, use code 50KBRO to get, I think you said $10 off, right, Jen? Give me thumbs up in the interview window. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. Let's go ahead and I'm going to kick it off to, I'm going to mute myself when I talk to Raphael Ludwig so you guys don't have to listen to this leaf blower literally right outside my window. So let's go ahead and jump to Raphael's screen. And there he is in all of his glory. Raph, take it away, brother.
How's it going? Congratulations on 50,000. You did it. And I predict, I'm calling it now, that 2024, your channel's going to skyrocket to 100, 150 by the time we talk again a year from now. That's my prediction. Drop a like in the chat if you guys agree with me, because I think that it's going to be easy. You're doing so well, and the amount of content you're putting out there is putting a lot of us to shame. I need to step up my game. But yeah,
get it together, man. Get it. No,
that's right. Stop slacking.
Dude. You worked so hard on your course, which is the next thing that we're giving away. Your Final Cut Pro Masterclass, right? Is that what enhanced editing? You got to put up your little website graphic. I know you were. I had to remind you that was the plan. So yeah, Raph has put together an absolutely astronomical thing. Not we'll maybe show a screen. Oh, there we go. He's got a screen up. Now we can show it. So he put together so much stuff in this enhanced editing course, and it just shows you everything inside of Final Cut Pro, right? So I'm gonna let you chat about it. This
is 10 years of everything I know about Final Cut Pro. It distilled into 10 hours of learning. I used to teach at the Toronto Film School, Avid Advanced Editing, level 2. So I did that for about 3 years. And I started with Avid, went to Premiere, went to Final Cut 7, started using DaVinci Resolve, but I can't get away from Final Cut Pro and how easy and powerful it actually is as an editing tool. So I go through everything, and throughout the entire course, the 71 lessons, it's just everything that I know and how to get the most out of it, from the most basic stuff all the way up to the deepest and most that Final Cut Pro can offer. So, and the funny thing is, I only put out 21 videos onto my YouTube channel all of 2023, but I created a year's worth of content for this course in about 8 weeks. So I have no excuse but to make more YouTube content. But yeah, this is something that I'm happy to share with people. I'm very proud of it because it's everything that I know right there.
Yep, it's really impressive. I've just taken a look here at some of it. Let me cut back. We got all the different windows here. So it's just an astronomical undertaking to to break down Final Cut Pro in the way that he does. I, of course, shared on my channel. I showed just a tidbit of it, and there's so much information packed in. I love your pacing. It's just great. So super excited to give this away. Thank you, Raph, for this. And let's see how many, I forgot how many prizes you said you were doing. Did you say 5? I think you said something crazy like 5.
You choose a number. Choose a number.
I think it was 5.
I said 3, but
no!
I'm okay with
Oh,
5.
no,
No. Let's do 5.
Okay.
It's already out there. I'm like, I'd rather more people sign up, and if I'm giving away, I give away these prizes too when I do a live stream too. So I'm completely okay with it. It's not
all right. I owe you now. Now I gotta buy 2 copies here. So thanks, Raph, for doing that. So let's go ahead. We'll go over to our let's jump to the winning screen, and I'm gonna try and draw some more winners. It's gonna be, again, I wish there was a cooler way to show this, guys. It is what it is. So let's find Raphael's course. Let's see. Oh, you did say 3, and I set up. You do want to do 5? Because I could do 5. Let's see. Okay. Actually, it might be more complicated than me just pushing 5 here. Because I have to add it in the back end. Got to work on this gleam. So I'm going to do 3 now, and I'm going to draw 2 after the stream. We'll do that. So we're going to draw 3 right now because I just realized I screwed that up. So we did 3. We are drawing the names, and let's see here at the top. Oh, here they are. They're down. Oh man, this is a mess. Oh well. Okay, so here at the bottom we got Stuart Hetzler, which, man, Stuart watches a lot of my videos, so very grateful to you, Stuart. Thank you. So we got 9byte, and we've got Akal. Oh man, that's from Denmark. I'm sorry, I can't say Akaludovisen. We'll go with that. Congrats, you guys won the masterclass from Raphael, which is just absolutely incredible. So thank you for entering. Thank you for subscribing. And yeah, we can go ahead and keep on trekking through this thing because I have a lot more prizes to give. Raph, thank you again. Here, I'll cut back to you for a split second. Thank you so much for sharing this. We'll give away 2 more off stream because I screwed that up. So, alrighty. Great. Let's jump on back. We'll go to my face, I guess. So yeah, next up on the list is, I should have my list of, let's go ahead and do some of my prizes. So as a creator, I've created some plugins. So let's go ahead and I will open up Final Cut, and Taylor, if you want to jump over there. Massive shout out to Taylor, my brother, over here helping me run this stream. I could not do it on my own. So let's go ahead. We'll first give away Pro Shapes. And Pro Shapes, I'm showing up on the screen there. Pro Shapes is cool. It's a pretty simplistic plugin, but I found that the shapes tools in Final Cut Pro were just not very good if you're somebody who needs to do a lot of shape creation. So I went in and I published a bunch of powerful shape tools from Motion. And I guess to give you a good idea of what these shapes were like originally, just why I needed to make this plugin is, oh wait, I went to titles. I've never actually used Final Cut Pro in my life before, so bear with me. Here we go. So I've got my circle, and here's the issue with these shapes. They don't really have an option here to adjust the size of the shape. You would just have to use the transform tool. And let's say I wanted this rectangle here to be squished down. Maybe we want a thick outline. And you'll notice that the outline is not even all the way through. So this is a major issue if you were trying to use it for a mask, if you were trying to use it for a number of things. So that was one of the main issues, and I just hated that it didn't really have on-screen controls here that I could adjust outside of the transform tool. It has just this little one. It gets messy. So let me go ahead and delete that, and we'll go back down to Pro Shapes, and my mouse is inverted for some reason because we're live. So you'll see that I have a whole bunch of shapes here, but just to show that example, the shape now has these on-screen controls, so I can just click and drag these out to adjust the shape, and you'll notice that as I, let me find my brush width, it's even all the way through. I can change the colors on it. Very cool stuff. And now my mouse is jumping to my iPad. There we go. And then on top of that, it comes with some backgrounds here. So I'll just drop this in. These are looping backgrounds. They're actually all in my minimalist background pack that's also on my website. And that will be included with the Final Cut Pro All Plugins pack. Yeah, there's just a few of those here. And what's really cool is the Pro Shapes Creator. So right now you're kind of stuck with whatever shapes are given here, right? But what if you want a very customized shape? You want to use draw masks. Well, let's go ahead and bring in the Pro Shapes Creator. So I'll scroll up here and we'll drop that down on the timeline, and I'll just go ahead and look up the draw mask tool. It takes more steps than I'd like it to, but I'm just limited by what Motion can do. So we can make this shape anything. I'll just make a really wacky shape here, just like that. And then we can scroll back down and locate my Pro Shapes wherever that is. I have too many plugins here. There it is. And at the bottom, you'll see the Pro Shapes Creator. So you drag that on and you'll see it gives me these on-screen controls, which I can just click and drag this around wherever I need. If that on-screen control is in the way of something, I can move that. I can rotate it. I can scale it up. In the settings here, you can change the colors on it. You can add drop shadows, all sorts of stuff. And then on top of that, if you want to animate the shape, there's actually a bunch of pre-made animations. So there's stuff like the slide animation. And if I push play, that'll slide in just like so. We can adjust how long that slide animation takes. So it's much slower. We can slide it up. So really a ton of functionality. There's this overshoot parameter. I have too much stuff. I got to carry on with this. But yeah, the overshoot one will pop it in just like so. So just a ton of cool features all built into this Pro Shapes tool. Not a lot of people know about it. It's just a simple tool that was a pain point for me in Final Cut. So let's go ahead and draw this thing. How about? Let me get back to the drawing mode. And oh, I can archive existing actions. Boom, we'll go ahead and archive those. Thank you, Taylor, for that. And we'll refresh this page in stunning slow motion. And I wish I could multitask enough. Oh, that didn't hide it. So it is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and find Pro Shapes. I believe I'm doing 5 of these. Let's do 5 winners. And I did something wrong. I don't know what I did. What just happened? Here we go. Can I refresh? It's hard to do giveaways, guys. I have spent over a month trying to figure out this giveaway thing, and I still haven't figured it out. Actions, entries. Can I draw winners now? I don't know why it's showing 4. I'm concerned I pushed something. Archived entries can no longer and will not be visible. I don't know what just happened. Oh, I think I just accidentally archived everybody. So, hold on for a second here. This just got really messy. I think I didn't want to push that button. Can I unarchive everybody? Oh, man. All right. Well, this is not good. Can I select them all?
Actions, maybe.
Any actions, enter any status. Yikes. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, guys. This is so professional. I apparently did not want to push that button, so we're still learning stuff. I don't know if there's a way I can unarchive everybody. If anybody has ever used Gleam, if you can let me know, because that is not what I wanted to do, apparently. Can I undo that? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. What did I do? Hey, Dylan John in the chat. Hey, guys. Thank you guys for your patience. This is, this was supposed to be a bigger moment than it is, but, I don't see a way to refresh everybody. Can I export everybody and re-import? All right. All right. Here's what we might need everybody to go in and this is going to take way too long. It is what it is. It's alive. So hopefully you guys are doing good. I thought this was going to go a little bit smoother. But you know, we'll survive. I don't know why. Oh, no, I don't want to make that. I want to make it valid. There we go. There's got to be a better way. If any of you guys can let me know, Taylor's reading in the chat too. Can I can't just like see all unarchived or all archived? Hey, Sebastian made it. It's all right. Fix it in post. I wish I could add my name to the list. Oh man, this is so funny. What? There's gotta be a way, right guys? There's gotta be a way. How is there not a way? Status. Can I just change the status on everybody? Can I show all entries? This would take way too long. I can select everybody, which is, you know, oh, here we go. Can I unarchive? Hey, I might have found it, guys. I might have found it. There's a little button here at the bottom of the window. Hopefully I'm not showing any personal information here. That would be bad. Okay, I did it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, let's go back to the winner screen and give away this dang plugin. Okay, I'm not gonna ever touch that button again. I don't know why it exists. Let's draw some winners. There we go. Let's do Pro Shapes, 5 winners. And we're gonna push this draw button. Hopefully it looks good. It doesn't, but it is what it is. We did it. Okay, so we've got our 5 winners, and I'm just gonna adjust this so you can read the names. And man, this is a mess. This is a nightmare. Okay. Sergio. Can you guys read it? So we got Sergio, who won Pro Shapes. Sebdep, hey, Sebdep dropping in. Vinny Camillier Music. Oh man, this is rougher than I. Esselbassen, and Danny McDoe. 28663. You guys are the winners of Pro Shapes. So I'll be reaching out to you through the email, and just be on the lookout for that, and I'll give you some codes to get that for free. Thank you for your patience. We got this figured out. Let's lock and load. Oh, I guess I can't show every... Man, this is so bad. Gleam, we got to talk. Hit me up in the chat, Gleam. Nope, that doesn't work either. Okay. It is just the best. All right, we'll go with that. I'll try and figure out a better way to show these to you guys in the future. But from there, let's go ahead and take a look at the next plugin, and hopefully we can get this thing flowing a little bit smoother. So the next one, Taylor, if you want to jump back to my main screen here, is we're going to take a look at my picture-in-picture plugin, which just got a major update if you didn't hear. So my picture-in-picture plugin, I use it a lot when I'm editing for, you know, little tutorial videos. I would use it on a live stream if I had that ability, but the live stream has the Ecamm Live one right now, which is also great. So we're gonna drop picture-in-picture here on the screen, and you'll see, again, it gives you on-screen controls. I'm kind of obsessed with those. And if we go in and push show, we can have it build in with the animation. So you'll see how it's full screen here. It'll just drop down to that top left corner. There are a ridiculous amount of controls here. I'll go ahead and expand this by double clicking up here in the top right. So we can change stuff like the shape. So we've got a square. We can adjust the roundness on that square. You could even, if you had a custom shape, you could bring it in, and you could use this drop zone to apply that custom shape, and all your animations and everything are going to apply across. We could do, let's go to diamond. Oh, I have the roundness up. I was like, that's not working. So we got our diamond, we got our hexagon, tons of shapes. You could change your colors. I just added the ability to add a gradient here. So let me bring that up. My mouse keeps jumping to my iPad. So now we've got a gradient option, which is cool. But what's even cooler is the new stuff I've added. There's now a border glow option. So if you apply that as an effect, and we can scroll down, it gives me some on-screen controls to adjust the gradient here. We can go ahead and change this gradient to whatever color we like. And now you can see I got this red and blue thing going on. We'll make that wide. We can scroll to the bottom and we could actually have it animate. So it's going to auto animate for us. And maybe I'll pull these in a little bit closer so you can really see it. We could pop up the speed a lot. I did it on a really long clip, which is a mistake.
Well, I do have.
It's very subtle right now, but it's slowly animating there. You can kind of see it if I go back and forth. Anyway, and then I've added so much stuff to these plugins, so I gotta hurry. There's also this long shadow edition. So if you want it to just extend out with that long shadow, that's cool. You can move the shadow anywhere you want. And I'll scroll down here. You can have that shadow come down to a point if you want it to. So just a ton of cool stuff with the picture-in-picture plugin. It's very flexible, lets you edit really quickly. I think Raph used it in his course quite a bit, so thanks for that, Raph. Yeah, so that is the picture-in-picture plugin. Let's go ahead and attempt to draw these winners and not invalidate every winner. So let's do draw winners. Let's find picture-in-picture. And again, I'm going to be reaching out to everybody through email. Actually, let me refresh, make sure I got all the freshest actions and entries. How cool is this, guys? 50K. I'm just blown away. We're at 245 entries. Okay. All right. Things are ramping up here. We'll go back to the winner screen. Draw winners. Gleam, call me, man. There's a better way to make this software. Okay. Picture-in-picture. Let's go ahead and draw that. And the winner is... Man, you can't even see the names on the screen. I don't even know if it's worth showing.
So last winner.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, here we go. Ashbourne, at Ashbourne. Again, I'm sorry, guys. I can't show you. There we go. We'll slide this up. There, we'll slide this up to the bottom there. Did I get them all? Ashbourne. We got Wordplay 187. We got James Eduardo. It's Matthew Bowden and Romy Truff. Come on, dude. Let's work with this. Trust me, guys. I do this for a living. It does not want to move beyond that, so I don't know what's the deal with that. Maybe I gotta zoom it out. There we go. Hey, it's ugly, but it's there. Okay, there's all the handles. If your handle's on there, you won. Congrats. You are gonna get my picture-in-picture plugin. Yeah, and I just thought about it. If you already have my picture-in-picture plugin, let me know. I'll hook you up with something else. Perfect. So that is the picture-in-picture plugin. Let's go ahead and take a look at ProZooms. And so we'll go here, we'll jump. Well, let's see if I lost all my screens there. It's just one of those days, you know? Okay, ProZooms is actually literally my most used plugin. I use this one so much, even though I built it. That's why I made it, because I needed something that did exactly this. So ProZooms is super powerful for zooming in on screens or people or whatever. There's so many different features. I'm not going to get into all of them, but ProZooms, you just bring it down as a title. You'll see that gives me these on-screen controls. Let's say I want to move to the top right. This box is going to give me kind of a preview of where we're going to zoom in here. So we'll just zoom in, and if I push play, it's very nice and smooth. If we jump into the title inspector, we can slow down the speed so it's a little bit slower, just like so. We can get rid of the built-in animation, so it's just automatically cut to that point. And then at the end, it will still zoom out. Additionally, if we want to pan to a separate part of the image, we'll just bring Pro Pan down underneath ProZooms. And you'll see, if I zoom out here, there's an on-screen control, so we can just click and drag that to wherever we want on the screen. So now we'll not only be zoomed in, but we'll also move to the bottom left-hand corner, and that also will have that animation back out. And finally, if you need a zoom that is way longer than 2 seconds, you can use Pro Burns. So Pro Burns works very similar to Pro Zoom, but it's just a very slow zoom. You'll see how we're just very slowly creeping in on the screen here. You can adjust if you want this to only be 50% of that title duration. Now the zoom will be quite a bit faster, but once it hits that 50% mark, it's going to go ahead and stop the animation and stay locked off. Additionally, we could go ahead and duplicate that, and then I'll just select reverse. And so if we wanted to animate back out, now we can play the reverse animation with Pro Burns just like that. Not only is there a title version, but there's also an effects version. And the effects version, you'll notice how I've been zooming in on the background, but maybe we want to zoom in on just a single object. So we could just apply Pro Zooms to just this screen, and now I'm only zooming in on that screen. And you'll notice how things are cropped and everything all stay contained. So there's a ton of different functionality with using it as an effect. I have a full video on this. It's all linked to the product page, so you can watch and see every single feature, but very, very handy. I use it tremendously, and I hope you guys will too. So with that in mind, let's give this thing away. We'll go to Draw Winners. We'll go to Pro Zooms, and I'm going to push. Oh, and I'm giving away 10 of my Pro Zooms because I want all of you guys to have it. So let's go ahead and push draw. And oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, if you use my code 50KBRO right now, you're going to get 50% off of all my plugins for the next 5 days. So use that code if you don't win. Okay, there we go. We have drawn the names. Let's scroll on down and let's see. Hey, you can actually kind of see them. It's working, I think. Why did they have them in this order though? Okay, so we got, let's see, we got Ricky Tin 89. We've got Dr. Hoagie, Roberto Calvisi, Mr. Bentley 801, Dylan K. Yang, Sauce One Array, Sistographia, we'll go with that. Just Travis _ TRJ. We've got Mohammed Adnan, and let's go to the second page. We've got Mustang 774. You guys have all won Pro Zooms. Thank you so much for subscribing. Again, let me know if you already have Pro Zooms. We'll get you something else. Alrighty, from there, we are gonna take a look at motion tools. We're just getting all of mine out of the way. That way we can move on to the really big prizes. Not that mine aren't big, but you know, the big expensive ones. Here we go. Okay, so motion tools it's really simple. Let me find it here. I should call it FCB's motion tools. This is before I had my branding figured out. Okay, so motion tools, there are a lot of different effects and tools inside of Motion that are not available directly in Final Cut Pro. So I have done my best to bring over tools from Motion to Final Cut Pro. There are some stuff that I can't bring over, like a keyframe editor. I can't bring over the tracking tools, the extra stabilization. I can't bring that stuff. But the stuff that I can bring, the effects, I have imported over to Final Cut Pro. That's all it is. I didn't do anything fancy. I just pushed publish 9,000 times. So let's go ahead and take a look at what some of these effects can do. Oh, and I'm continuing to add more stuff. I have some updates in mind for this particular plugin. But let's go ahead. We'll scroll down because I like a lot of the distortion tools. So there's simple stuff like this black hole effect. We can drag up the amount and you can see how that's kind of animating down into itself, which is super cool. We've got Earthquake Plus. So there is an earthquake effect inside of Final Cut Pro, but it's very limited in its functionality. So I just published all the additional tools that were there, and I'm gonna take these headphones off so I can hear myself. There we go. So now you can really adjust each of these settings, getting it looking exactly as you want it, much more power and control. Let's take a look down here. There's stuff like this page curl effect, which you can just apply, and it even comes with all of the on-screen controls that are in Motion, and you can animate that. Super cool. There's fish eyes, there's polar. I really like the polar effect. You can see it's kind of stretching out the image in weird ways, so you can just have a ton of fun with that effect. The scrape effect is really cool. This is great for backdrops. You can kind of do, I forget the name of that movie, but you can kind of do that crazy wall rainbowy effect thing. What is the name of that movie? I don't know. Annihilation, that's it. Thank you, Taylor. 10 points to Gryffindor. We've got the polar effect. So, oh wait, I already showed polar. Dang. We've got the sphere effect. So now everything's a tiny sphere. Anyway, there are so many different tools in this. I did a live stream where I showed every single tool. It was a 2-hour live stream, so I don't have that kind of time. Anyway, you're going to win motion tools. It comes with over 100 different effects, and you're obviously going to continue to get the updates because I have figured out how to get a few more tools from motion to Final Cut Pro. So when that comes, you'll get that. Let's draw this. So motion tools, we've got 5 of these. We'll go ahead and I'm going to push the draw button, and we'll see if all chaos ensues. Man, it looks ugly on that screen. I wanted it to look so much better. Okay, for motion tools winners, we have got, let's see, TiagoRogue.tr. We got Aaron Moses. We got Sop in the World. We've got Bad Lil Bunny. We've got Asher's Workshop. So thank you again for subscribing, getting me to that 50K mark. Okay, I've showed you a lot of plugins from me, and the last set that I want to give away is all of my plugins together at once. So you get everything that I've showed in this video, plus you get my Clone Stamp plugin, you get my minimalist backgrounds, all of those. So all of those will be included. Let's go ahead and draw that because, you know, I've showed you all the stuff. So all of my plugins, I'm giving away 5 of these, and let's push draw. Okay, we have got 4 winners. We've got Jay Pearson, 85, Ian Hudson, Life S. Smith, Life S. Myth, that's what it is. Yaroslav, hey Yaroslav, Bengal, and we've got Foodie.Backpacker. You guys have all won all of my plugins. I will be contacting you through the email, and yeah, it's gonna be great. So hope you guys like my plugins because you're stuck with them now. Alrighty. Moving on. Hey, let's get some other cool stuff. So the next tool I want to show is a tool I have used in every single one of my videos. It saves me so much time. It takes out dead air, and that is Time Bolt. Now, Time Bolt is not directly inside of Final Cut Pro. It's its own application. So with Time Bolt, why am I talking? I should just show it. Let's show it. So with Time Bolt here, let's see if I'm showing it. Okay, there we go. I gotta hide this. Nothing's working. It's not Time Bolt that's broken. Ecamm in the background is broken. Okay, so with Time Bolt, basically I can select a video file, and let's just load up my latest tutorial because I know that's not online on Dropbox. So you get a sneak preview of what's coming. So I'm gonna load in this screen footage. I'll push open. This is gonna quickly go through that footage, and it's going to just essentially find all of the blank space in there, and it's going to cut it down. And this might not have been the best one for me to do. There we go. Okay, so you can see the audio waveforms are here. Now, with Time Bolt, there are so many other features that are with it. You got to definitely watch some tutorials because it's its own software, and these tools will speed you up drastically. It has something called check, so you can load in. It'll create a transcription, and then that transcription can look up and see if you're saying like I do all the time, and it will automatically remove those and other words that you want to select. That does come at a little bit extra cost. I think it's 50 cents per 10 minutes or something like that. Anyway, Time Bolt saves me so much time, and I reached out and they were so down to give away. I forgot how many copies, but we'll figure that out here. Once you've loaded it in, I just do FCP XML. So that outputs this. Now, unfortunately, CleanShot has this, the software that I used to record, has this significant bug that I've been trying to figure out. It's not Time Bolt's fault, but it kind of breaks things. So normally you wouldn't have all of the issues. Where is my mouse, dude? Where did that go? on the iPad. There we go. There we go. Okay, so with it, there is a fix. I'll just quickly show it just in case you guys run into this issue. So you'll notice that it set the frame rate to 240 frames per second. That's a clean shot issue, not a time bolt one. So we'll go to open with text edit. And normally you shouldn't have to do this. It's just the specific software I'm working with. But you'll see there's this 1 over 240 frames per second. I just set that to 1 over 60. Now it's 60 frames per second, and we'll save that. Once we've done that, we can go ahead and double click and open it, and we can load in whatever library we want. And it's usually because I changed the frame rate that it pops up that warning. But now that we've done that, let's see if I can find it. There it is, clean shot. You will see here on my timeline, let me get rid of my effects there and everything. You'll see that it has gone through and auto cut down my entire video for me, saving me so much time. So I know that seemed like a lot of steps, but really once you've done it 3 times, it's so fast. It saves me hours and hours and hours of editing. So very nice. Everything is just cut down to where I'm only talking. Now, because it's a multicam, we can jump inside of that multicam and I can just add another angle. So I'll just add in my face angle. And we could import this. Hopefully I have the right footage. Let's see. This is the one. I hope this is the right, right tutorials footage. There we go. We'll slide on over here. And my waveforms aren't loading, but we can go ahead and select sync selection to monitoring angle. So now my face and my multicam or my screen are lined up, and I can go back out. And anytime I need to change angles, I'm going to push Command-Shift-7 to get my angle viewer here, and let's change this over to 2 angles. So if I want to switch over to my face, I can push Option 2, and you'll see it goes to my face angle. So anytime I want that face angle, I just push Option 2. Or if I want all of them to be my face angle, I can select them all. Sounds like my dogs are fighting out there. And we'll just change it over to the face. So now all of these shots have been shifted over to that face angle. Again, saves me so much time. This is how I edit all of my tutorials, and I love TimeBolt. So thank you to TimeBolt for giving this away. Let's go ahead, pull up our... There's a lot more, by the way, to TimeBolt. I just got to keep things condensed here. So we're going to find the Draw Winners button. Here it is, and let's load up TimeBolt. And once again, if something can go wrong, it will go wrong if you're live streaming. There it is. TimeBolt, we're giving away 2 licenses. Thank you to TimeBolt for making this happen. And also they do have a discount code for 50K Bro, I believe. So I wish I could remember. There's so many discount codes. So let's go ahead and draw and find out who the winner of TimeBolt's annual license is. Taking a look here at the bottom, we have got, can you guys see that? Nope, you can't see it. Dude, this is, I love it.
Foodie Backpacker was last.
Yeah, right. There we go. I think we got it. There we go. So we've got Bob 2V Deemer from the Netherlands, and we've got Gator McCluskey Reviews. Hey, it's Gator. I love when I see the handles and I recognize it. So you guys have won TimeBolt. I will be reaching out through email to get you those codes. And yeah, TimeBolt is going to save you a ton of time. Again, use code 50KBro. Get a discount. I forget for how much. I'm sorry. It's a lot of pressure. Okay, so let's jump into the next giveaway here. So my friend Brad West, he is a legend. He just dropped a video actually on his channel of us hanging out, meeting up in Spain. Super cool. Go check out at Brad West. But he also he's got some cool stuff. He's got transitions, he's got LUTs, and he's got a powerful color grading course inside of Final Cut Pro. So we're gonna give that away next. Taking a look here at Final Cut, I'm gonna get rid of my angle viewer. First, we'll go ahead and give away his transitions. So I will jump on over to the transitions, and hey, there they are, loaded up. So he's got whips and pans, and he also, by the way, he has a free version. So if you want to get the free version, he's got that. I do believe he's got a discount code going, again, for 50K Bro. So we can go ahead and just drop in whip down, and if I push play, boom, we whipped down, just as it says. We've got whip pan, let's see, we'll do whip right. Just like that, we've got that. And what's super cool, he's got those great transitions, but he's also got versions that have the natural motion blur that you would expect. These are much more computer intensive, but we can go ahead and drop one of these down and we'll see if it blows up everything. It didn't. So it's a much more natural motion blur, and it's using what would be accurate using a 180 degree shutter angle inside of motion. So very cool. They are more computer intensive, but they get a more realistic effect. So that's just a quick look at his transitions. He's also got, I forgot about these zoom ins. So he's got some cool zoom ins. Let's do zoom in point. And if I select that, I think, yeah, it gives me this little point control so we can zoom in on that person. And if we push play, you'll see how it just animates in on that person. Super cool. Crazy, magician, love it. It's just so nice. So let's go ahead and give those away. Thank you to Brad West for making that happen. And he's got more here. So we are doing, I did add that, right? Oh no, did I not add the Brad West? I might have to do these off stream. Dang it, man. I had more stuff to give away. Oh, you know what? I met my cap for giveaways. This is too big. So let's jump to Brad's LUTs. I'll draw 5 names off stream and give those away too. But we're gonna go to Brad's LUTs here. I will draw these and then I will show them. So let's go ahead and find out who won Brad's LUTs, which by the way are included with his course, which I'll be drawing here in just a moment. So we just drew those. Let's scroll on down, and it's working between 2 computers on a live stream is not a good way to go. We have got Dutch Goalkeeper. We have got Real Matt JC. We have got Ophelia Mones, I think is how you say it. We got DocuSound. We've got Mascar Bruto. And I think that's everybody. So you guys have won Brad's amazing transition pack. No, not transition. You won his LUTs. I'm going to show his LUTs. I'll draw the transition pack here in just a second. Let's go back over here. Can you tell I'm just nailing it today? So we'll go to our effects and we will look up the custom LUT. I am so glad I have Taylor here to help me pull this stream off. We'll scroll on up to the top and custom LUT. There we go. Hey, we're doing it. So custom LUT, he comes with both a version for S-Log footage and he comes with a version for that's already been pre-corrected. So let's work with standard because these shots are standard. So we've got Arctic Frost and you can adjust the mix here, of course. We have got, what else do we got here? Oh, oh yeah, there we go. We got Cool Crush and we have got Fire and Ice, which I really like how Fire and Ice looks. Again, you could tone that back. Great looking LUTs. These are included with his course as well. So make sure if you win the course, you get these as well. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of amazing looking LUTs in here. And again, he's got it. So if you had a log video, which I could bring in one, let's bring one in. Boom, we got a log video custom LUT. And so now I can just use the log version of this. And this is just a simple one. So that just quickly corrects it for me. We'll try Ominous Punch. That sounds delicious. So yeah, you can just see how nicely that corrects my footage for me. Super cool LUTs. And you guys have won. So congrats on that. And I will be reaching out through the emails. Okay, so from there, as I said before, Brad has a great color grading course. And so his is, I think it's a few hours long. So it's a great way to get just a base level understanding of color grading inside of Final Cut Pro. And he did a phenomenal job. Very excited to give this away. So we're going to go ahead and draw that. I wanted him to come on, but he was just a little bit too busy at this very moment. That guy moves around a lot. So let's see if I can here we go. Get the mouse working over here. We will push draw winners and we will find Brad's color grading course that we are giving away. And he's giving away 2 of these. So let's push draw. And the winners are...
Mascara Bruto was last.
Here we go. We got Blue Jay Bonsai from Canada. Love you guys over in Canada. And we've got Tiger 1904 from England. Man, you guys are coming from a long way. I've seen some crazy distance in here. So you guys have won. Hopefully those are kind of showing up on the screen. Man, it's ugly, but it's working. I don't want to show too much personal info there, but okay, there we go. So you guys won. I'm going to get you in touch with Brad and he will give you the course there. So let's see, what can I move on to here? Splits 2. So Brett Effects. I met him at the summit. Very cool guy. He makes some incredible Apple Motion templates. So we're going to be taking a look at his amazing plugin called Splits 2. I don't know how he pulled this all together because there's so many moving pieces to this particular plugin. So basically with Splits 2, let me go ahead and load this up. We're in the right one. Okay. And it's under Brett Effects. We'll find it here. There it is. Splits 2. So Splits 2, you can see, comes with all of these different effects. It's just the best split screen plugin on the market. So what's really cool about Splits 2 is, let's say I want to do a top to bottom split. So I'll just go ahead and drag this effect onto this one clip. You'll see that it kind of pushes it to the top. I have controls to scale it up how I need to. But if we bring another piece of footage down here, maybe I want this aerial of the desert underneath. You could, very simply, you could just leave it as it is, right? It's kind of doing the split screen thing. You could use the transform tool, but he's really thought through every aspect of this plugin. So if we go ahead and take a look at splits 1 and 2, I'll apply that on there and you'll be like, whoa, where the heck did it go? Well, he's got this positions preset and this is much more powerful, especially when you get the really complex ones. So if I drag that, now we've got this secondary clip down here on the bottom. Again, I can scale that up how I need to. And each of these has an animation. So we can go ahead and let's say I want the top to, or the bottom clip to zoom in, and we want this top one to slide right. So if I go ahead and push play, now you can see how those each animate on the screen. Very, very cool. So what's great, and my mouse keeps jumping to my other Mac. There we go. So what's super cool about this is if you want one of his really complex ones, like something like this Splits Mosaic 4. This in and of itself would take forever, but you'll notice he's got these position presets, so I can just drag it through very simply. I can apply it onto however many clips on the timeline I need and adjust it to each of those positions. And then again, we have each of these animations that we can pop in. And you can kind of mix and match these too. So you could have different splits and create your own dynamic, powerful split screen effect. Very cool. Let's give it away. Thank you again, Brett, for giving me this to throw at everybody. So we are gonna go scroll up. For some reason, continuity is not continuing. There we go. Let's do draw winners, and we are gonna find Brett Effects' Splits 2. He is giving away 5 of these. He also does have a discount running over on his store. I know that, so make sure you use that code if you don't happen to win this. Let's push draw. And we drew the names. Let's scroll on down. Let's see. The first one here is at Butt. So there you go. Butt. You have won the Magpie Man, the Joel Madeira from Portugal. Hey, we got Wesley LOL and we've got Gabriel Viner. So yeah, thank you so much for participating. You guys have won Splits 2. Brett will be getting in contact with you to give these away. So that'll be super cool. And I will say, I'm going to do my very best to get these codes out as fast as possible to everybody. Just know there's a lot. So, alrighty. Let's go ahead and refresh this page again. And let's move on to the next giveaway. Now, the next giveaway is yet another course from my buddy Dylan John. he and I are just super close, great friends. I think it's because we have the same name. I'm not sure. But he has made just the most in-depth color grading course I've ever seen. It's much more getting you started from a place where you just have zero understanding of color at all. He covers everything from color space to working with LUTs, of course. He covers how to white balance properly, but it's just like a very, very in-depth course on it. So he has agreed to give away 3 copies of that. And so let's do it. Let's give it away. Just really incredible course. So drawing from 307 people at this point, Dylan John's color grading course. Again, make sure you are using that link to get in on the giveaway. So let's push draw. I wish this was more dramatic, but oh well. Okay, so I think these are on the next page. Here we go. Dylan John's color grading course goes to Ollie Poole, the Showbuster, Igor Lopez. You guys are the winners of this course. I think it's a $120 value. So congratulations. You guys are going to get so much out of this course, I think. It's just really, really amazing. So I have some of the coolest friends in the world. I got Brad, I got Raphael, I got Dylan John, I got Matthew O'Brien. These guys are all incredible filmmakers, and they just make really great products. And of course, Jen, and we got Steve and Mark over at Ripple Training. Just like, I live in a cool world. So this is a really great job. Thank you, everybody. So anyway, you guys have won. Let's go ahead and get on to this next prize. From here, let me see, I've got Film Convert Nitrate. Let's go ahead and take a look at that price. So Film Convert Nitrate, I've talked about it a couple times on the channel, but it's just my favorite way to really emulate the film look in Final Cut Pro. Very, very powerful tool. So they're giving away 2 things. They're giving away a copy of Film Convert Nitrate, and they're giving away a copy of Cinematch. I actually don't have Cinematch installed on my computer, so you guys will have to let me know how that one, how that plugin works. But I love using Convert Nitrate, and I know Cinematch is going to be just a powerful, amazing tool. So to use Film Convert Nitrate, we'll go ahead and just look it up here. I'll just type in Film Convert Nitrate, and we'll drop that in. And I literally just activated it, so I'm not sure why it's wanting me to sign in again. I must have done a fresh install. Ignore the Film Convert Nitrate watermark. That won't be there for you. It's user error. I know it. Oh, I think I put it on the wrong computer. User error. Anyway, with Film Convert Nitrate, in here, you have the option to choose which camera did you film it on. And this is an important step because it's going to match film as closely as possible by using the color science found within that camera. So for example, I filmed this on the Sony A7S III. So I'll go ahead and load that up. And then, oh, maybe I didn't. The watermark's gone. Okay, and I filmed that in S-Log S-Cinetone. So you'll see how this has really shifted the color. So here's before, here's after. You'll notice it's naturally brought the Rec 709 look to this S-Log footage, and it's properly applying an S-Log correction. So for example, if I bring down the exposure, I'm actually regaining information in the highlights you can see with this cloud. So if I bring that down, I didn't lose that information. And that's super important when you're doing a color grade, that you still retain that highlight information. So it's actually properly applying that S-Log correction LUT. Underneath that, you got temperature sliders and all that. But what's really cool is the film stock. So we have this first film stock, the Kodak. We could go to the Fuji. There's just a ton of different looks you can get. There's some really great black and white ones here at the bottom, and you can adjust how much of the film color is coming through. You can adjust, you know, I'm not sure what SYN to PFE stands for. I'm sure it's something technical and really cool, but I didn't ever film it in film. So, so we've got that. You've got grain strength, all of that. And then underneath that is the film size preset. So if I wanted to, I could change the film size. Right now it's 35 millimeter. Let's go to 8 millimeter, and you'll see that properly applies the grain. Hopefully it's coming through on YouTube in a way that looks very much like 8 millimeter film. So very, very cool. Really, really like this. And if you wanted to go super crazy, you could look up my strobe effect from Motion Tools, if you happen to get that, and set it to the proper frame rate. So the strobe effect just adjusts the frame rate on it. So now this is an 18 frame per second video. It looks very much like Super 8. Really cool plugin, and it comes with even more features like the grain curve, which I love. If you feel like, oh, the dark areas are getting a little bit too much grain, you can go ahead and adjust that by using these different curve management sliders, or whatever you want to call them. So very cool, and it's very realistic to what actual film would look like. So let's give away Film Convert Nitrate, and I'm also at the same time going to be giving away Cinematch. So Cinematch, from my knowledge, I haven't got hands-on with the tool, but Cinematch allows you to properly match two different cameras. So if I had my Sony a7S III working with an Area Alexa, it will go at the sensor level, essentially. It will take the color science of the Sony a7S III, and it will match the Area Alexa to the best of its ability. Unfortunately, I can't show it here, but you get the idea. So let's draw this thing. Scrolling on through, we've got Film Convert Nitrate. We're gonna start off with this one. This is to get that filmic look, and they just added halation. I am not sure if that's included with this win or not. I hope it is, but the halation tool is really cool too. So let's go ahead and draw for Film Convert Nitrate, and I'm gonna drink some water here, and it's somebody from Italy. That's all I know. And Andrea Dimambro. Can you tell I'm American? And you won. If you can see your name on the screen there, hopefully you kind of can. Yeah, man, there we go. We'll slide that down a little bit. You have won Film Convert Nitrate. Congratulations. We'll be getting in touch here soon. Let's draw for, let's see here. Film Convert Cinematch, and this is again to match cameras as closely together as possible. Very powerful tool. You are from Mexico City. We got Julian Tentori. Congratulations, you have won Cinematch. Again, very cool tool. I forgot how much it is. I think it's $100. So congrats. Yeah, I'll be reaching out. Okay, moving on from there, let's go ahead and talk for a second about my friend Matthew O'Brien. Very incredible person. I've got to hang out with him multiple times. I really wanted him to come on stream, but last minute he had something pop up. So he has created really, really cool Finder templates. So they're essentially folder structures that are pre-thought out for you to make it so your editing workflow is as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, I don't have his Finder template to show you. I was hoping he could show it off. That said, I do have something similar. So if you take a look here in Dropbox, we'll go ahead and take a look. You'll see how I kind of have this folder structure here. So I've got my libraries, footage, audio assets, exports, thumbnails. This is just a structure I made myself. And I can duplicate this structure over anytime I need it. And I actually do that using an app called Posthaste, which is completely free, and it auto labels the folders inside. So you'll see how it's 10 free plugins of 2024, sneak peek of what's coming. Subscribe, which is what we're celebrating. So you can see that everything's pre-labeled for me. And so he's created a really powerful folder structure, not this specific one, but it's going to help you set up in this way. And I think his is actually a lot better and much more professional than mine is. So he is giving those away. I think we're giving away 5 of his ultimate bundle. And he's got videos showcasing how to properly use them. So massive shout out to Matthew for giving that away. Let's go ahead and jump to the giveaway screen here. I wish you could jump on here, brother. Miss you, Matthew. Hope you're watching in the stream. Let's see. Okay, so drawing for Matthew O'Brien's Final Cut Pro libraries and Finder templates. We have got here Sebastian Cristancho. Hey, dude, you comment a lot. Thank you. Appreciate you. We've got Lauren Schultz from Luxembourg. We've got Chris Vlogte. We've got Jauntsi from Massachusetts. We've got Harry Dungana from Nepal. That is incredible. Congrats, you guys have won, and we'll be sending those your way here shortly. Let me figure out what I'm giving away next. Ooh, creator's best friend and picture this. Okay, creator's best friend is really creator's best friend. So let me pull this up. I've done a video on this. Essentially what creator's best friend does is with YouTube, everybody's wanting to add in chapter markers, right? And adding chapter markers is a nightmare. You're putting in intro 00, you're putting in all the time codes and stuff. So what if while you're editing, you could just add in chapter markers yourself and export that and then send it over to YouTube? Well, that's what creator's best friend does. So you always need to make sure you have one at 00, so at the very beginning. I created a shortcut. You can do the same if you want to add a chapter marker for option C, and you'll see that that just pops in a chapter marker. If you want to add in a chapter marker, you can push M twice, and you'll see that that pops up this little menu, and we got a chapter marker. So with that chapter marker though, I could just call it whatever I want, intro. Let's say I want another chapter marker right here, option C for me. Again, that's a custom shortcut, and we'll just call it part B or whatever. So you could go through, I'll add a third just to really make the point, and subscribe, boom, done. Okay, so we've got those 3 chapter markers and I want those over on YouTube. So all we gotta do is pop up here to this menu and select creator's best friend. And from there, we'll just drag creator's best friend over into this window that popped up. And just like that, you can see it gives me all the time codes that I could possibly need. And we just push copy to clipboard. And then I can go to YouTube and paste that in the description. Saves me a ton of time, makes it so I don't have to really comb through each and every time code. Absolutely love it. Very impressive stuff and super easy to use. So they've given me 5 to give away. I'm not sure if their site has a discount code or not because it's sold through the App Store, and I think discount codes there are a little bit more complex. But let's go ahead, creator's best friend, and we'll go ahead and push draw and find out who won the creator's best friend. Okay, so we have got Lucky Batman. I like that. That's a good name. We've got Tgen4203. We've got Joel Madeira, and we've got HJux700 from Austria. I haven't seen anybody from Austria. That's cool. Congrats to you. And this Mark P from England. Congrats, you guys have won Creator's Best Friend. I use this all the time. I hope you will too. Additionally, the same guys who made Creator's Best Friend also made something called Picture This. Now, it seems I would have more than 100 prizes to give away if I did everything properly, but I accidentally set it up and am only giving away 1. Also, my computer is on Ventura and it needs to be on Sonoma. So I couldn't showcase this, unfortunately, but their website showcases it all. With Picture This, you can go ahead and add in to-do markers, which I guess I could show that aspect in Final Cut. So you add in a to-do marker. So I'll double click this marker and change it to to-do. And with this marker, you can type in whatever you want. So you could be like, guy selling tacos in Europe. And we'll push done. So now that I've created that to-do marker, we can go and use Picture This, and it will generate AI images based off of that prompt with that to-do marker, and it should drop it in your timeline. So you very quickly have, you could use it as a template, say, rather than using the little template of like, hey, I need a dog barking up a tree, you could just have it generate that image, and it's a great placeholder before you actually get the footage. Or you could just use it if you just quickly need to refer to something, the earth exploding, and it'll pop up that. So I forget which AI model it's using, but it generates that, brings it into Final Cut. It's all seamless, very, very cool. And you can choose how many images you want to generate, what resolution, all that sorts of things. I wish I was able to showcase it here for you. Very cool. Yeah, so that's Picture This. You do need macOS Sonoma to get it. So I accidentally only put in 1, and there should be 5. So I'm gonna have to draw some of these off stream, but let's go ahead and draw for the 1. And it should be more exciting because 4 of you guys don't know if you actually won this. But we have got Riga from Riga, Latvia. We've got Kasparello, I think is how you say that. And is that showing up here? There, we'll slide this up. Man, it hurts me. Kasparello, there you are. You won Picture This, and 4 others of you have also won Picture This, so congratulations on that. And I'm going to refresh that page again. Let's go ahead and take a gander at what we're giving away next. Let's see, I've got some cool stuff. You know what? Let's do FX Factory. So FX Factory, I got to give a special shout out to FX Factory specifically. When I was around 4,000 subscribers, I believe, they asked me to partner with them and create videos on their channel. And that was a major, major factor in me going full-time as a creator at only 4,000 subscribers. So thank you so much, FX Factory, for that little launch. That made it so I could fully focus on my channel. So they are giving away 10 copies of Markup, which you'll see all the time on my channel. It's great for annotating stuff. Let's dive in and take a look at Markup here. And they've added some really great updates over the years. Let me find it. It's M's. There we go. I can read. Okay, so with Markup, you got cool stuff like this highlighter. I could drop this in, and I should have picked something that you could see it better. We'll make it really thick so you can really see it. Scale it up maybe a bit. So you got this highlighter effect. You'll see you got these on-screen controls. I can change the color of that highlight effect. I can animate it in with the in and out duration. Very cool stuff. Plugins. So you see that's kind of swooping onto the screen. Really love it. Let me get rid of the audio there. We've got the outliner effect here. So I can go ahead and outline something on the screen. And you'll see it's got this nice little animation. It's subtle because of the particular background I have, but if I wanted to make it less subtle, let's just change it over to an add mode. Now it's really popping off the screen. But they also have stuff like command keys and stuff that you can bring in, so I could type in whatever command I wanted to show up on the screen, and it's nicely animated and everything. I should actually be using this more for my tutorials. Frames, there's clicks, and then there's also, I love stuff like this loop effect. So this makes it so I can show a part of the screen. Maybe I want to draw focus to that crop. And so the loop effect does that. We can nicely animate it. We can adjust the colors on it, of course. Tons and tons of cool stuff. And it keeps going to the iPad. There we go. So that's just nicely animated. And there's way more in here. There's actually some features similar to my Pro Zooms for zooming in on the screen. So if you don't want to buy both, you just use their zoom tool. Very cool. They've got some different controls. Love it. Okay, so that is Markup, and we're going to give away, I think they gave us 10. So let's do 10 of those bad boys. Markup. And then the next one's super cool from them. So we are pushing draw, and the winners are... We have got High Bike and Hike. Can I show, are they... Yeah, there, you can kind of see them. High Bike and Hike. We have got Gaz from Canada. We've got Bernardo Schneubart. We've got Vandy V Video. We've got Searching for Stuff. We have got Cold Bottom. We've got Sway. I Love Apple. We've got Dude Bro Pull. Unless that's AI, could be. Kawaii Meme Love. I love it. Oh, Memo Love, not Meme Love. It's, you know, there's another option for you. And it looks like I got another page here. We've got Holy City Silver. So, congrats. You guys are the winners of Markup. And I hope you get as much use out of it as I do. I know Taylor uses it a lot here, so yeah. So that is Markup. But next on the list, did I miss somebody? Oh, nope. Let me scroll through my comments. Here we go. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a look at the next one from FX Factory. There's only one. It's $200. It's MoType 2. This is the most ridiculous text plugin you'll ever use in your life. So MoType 2, they just dropped a big update. I haven't had time to play around with it, but they wanted to let you all know. Big update. And, oh, that reminds me of the... Okay, real quick. If you don't win from FX Factory, you can get 50% off of Keeper, off of Premium VFX's Dynamic Transitions 1 and 2, and off of, let's see, Keeper, Dynamic Transitions. I had a list and I didn't check it twice. Keeper, there's one more. Let me look it up. What is it called? What is that app called? Keynote. That's the one I'm looking for. Or was it Google Sheets? Here we go. We're going to find Google Sheets. Okay, and MoType 2. Okay, yep. There it is. Okay, it's off of Keeper. So 50% off of Keeper, MoType 2, and Dynamic Transitions 1 and 2. So just use code 50KBro, and it's just for those specific plugins. So very cool, very grateful for them doing that. So now is the time. It's only 24 hours on that specific sale. So anyway, let's get back to showing what MoType 2 can do. So let me get my screen up here. Can you switch that out? Thank you, Taylor. So MoType 2 is ridiculous because not only do these effects look absolutely mind-boggling, and I can't grasp how they pulled this off, but it's all in real time. So I'm on an M1 Max, if that gives you any kind of idea of how well this is running. So you see it says iridescent, looks super ridiculously cool, but we can just go in, edit text, and I'll just type in whatever the heck I want. Boom, subscribe, done. And look, now it looks like that, and it's just like, it's witchcraft, I don't know. They've got stuff, I've used this for my credits. You can see how these credits are flying in. Again, real time, insane. I can go in and adjust all of these. I don't have time to showcase, full plugin of how to do everything. I do have a tutorial on my channel. They have tutorials on their channel, but like, look at some of these text effects. And again, I can change this to say whatever I want. I don't know what I did there. I think I broke something. There we go. It looks like some of these might be a little broken. I'm not sure. There's a duplicate, so I think I need to reinstall. But anyway, that's the idea behind MoType 2. There's a ridiculous amount of these. They all look so cool. I've used them for credit sequences. I've used them for little channel graphics. So pick up MoType 2 right now, 50% off. But let's go ahead and find out who won this one. Draw winners. Let's scroll on down through MoType 2, pushing draw. And the winner of MoType 2 is VS Bregan from Russia. Congrats to you for winning MoType 2. Hopefully I read that right. Hey, you're kind of, oh my gosh, dude. Honestly, at this point, we could probably, well, yeah, you kind of see the winners. I was going to say we could just go to my face, but so congrats. You have won MoType 2. I'll be sending that your way. Alrighty, what else do we got in the docket here? We got more crazy stuff. Let's go ahead and do from OWC Radio. A while back, I actually did a podcast with them. So they have a great podcast talking all things tech. They do a lot of Final Cut Pro content. They've had me on there. They've had Richard Taylor on there. They've had a ton of Final Cut Pro creators on there. So they said, hey, let's do a $100 gift card to B&H. They're just doing one, but very, very grateful to them. It's coming out of their own pocket. And yeah, so $100 B&H. You can order whatever you want on B&H, put it towards film gear or whatever you like. And I don't really have anything to show here, but let's go ahead and draw that name. From Columbus, Ohio, we've got Torjalani. Congrats to you for winning the $100 B&H gift card. And you know what's crazy is I'm going to be, well, I'll be in Cleveland here in a few weeks, but congrats to you. So that is super cool. Hopefully you can use that for some film equipment and get yourself leveled up. And I see Vandy Video saying they won markup. Hopefully you can get in touch with FX Factory on that, and I'm sure they'll figure something else out. So let's go ahead and let's find what else are we drawing here? What else? Okay, we're getting into the big boys. So if you've been thinking, wow, this stream is looking so good and it's so fancy, by the way, the stuff that went wrong is not this app's fault. It is both user error and the specific website I'm using to do the giveaways fault. But Ecamm Live is what is essentially running this stream. So I have everything set up through Stream Deck. I have my brother running stuff on a separate computer, making my life so much more easy. Ecamm is ridiculously cool and highly recommend it. So Ecamm they do have a discount code working. I forget how much, I want to say 20%. I could be wrong on that. So 50K bro again, but they are giving away 5 copies of their annual license to 5 of you. So if you like this live stream and you're ready to take your live streaming to the next level, or with Ecamm, it doesn't just have to be live stream. You can use Ecamm to capture multiple cameras at once. You could be recording your screen, your face, everything all at the same time, and it will multicam it for you, and you can just bring that into Final Cut. Tons and tons of great features, great animations. They're constantly adding updates. It's very simple to use. To me, it's almost the Apple of streaming software in terms of just how sleek and clean and awesome it is. So Ecamm Live, we're giving away 5 copies. Thank you to them for making this happen. And I should say, I have paid for Ecamm with my own money, and I still highly recommend it. So they did not give it to me for free. Just throwing that out there. Okay, Ecamm Live Pro annual license. Let's go ahead and draw this thing. Who is going to be the next streamer on the interwebs? We have got Home Theater Gamer. Hey, that sounds like a channel that could really utilize some streaming, so that works out. Yashina, YOLO Miracle, Malik Sala, and Creatives Link. So you are the winner of Ecamm Live. Hopefully this is helpful to you in some way. I know it is tremendous for me, and again, Ecamm is not just for streaming. You can use it to record stuff on your computer. You can use it for a variety of reasons. So, and you can impress your clients with it and be like, hey, check out this cool thing I made. So anyway, yeah, congrats to you guys. Thank you to Ecamm for making that one happen. Okay, let's go ahead and let's jump into Motion VFX's Cine Studio. Now, I've done a video on Cine Studio on my channel. Cine Studio is ridiculously powerful. I know there's a lot of people frustrated with the subscription license thing. I get it. That's a whole other thing. Right now, we're just talking about how insanely awesome Cine Studio is. It is just one of the most impressive plugins I've ever been able to use. It's super fast, it's clean, it's sleek, it's beautiful. I love Cine Studio, and it comes with so much stuff. I think it's 19 plugins or something like that. So Motion VFX also was kind enough. They're doing a discount code. Unfortunately, Cine Studio, they couldn't do that. But all the other plugins on their store for the next couple days have a discount code. I want to say it's 20%. So use that code, get some sweet Motion VFX plugins for a discount. That said, Cine Studio is what they are giving away. We're giving away 3 copies of that today. So with Cine Studio, I don't have the best setup here, but we'll go ahead and take a look. So Cine Studio, and this is the 2D and 3D version, which comes with M-Tracker, M-Roto AI, M-Tracker Surface, comes with all of the other premium plugins, M-Flare, all that stuff. It's insane. So let's see if I can find M-Roto AI. We'll start there. There it is. M-Roto AI. Let's say I just want to cut out this little mountain thing here, and I'll go ahead and we can increase our brush size, which I didn't know. We'll just go to the brush size mode and increase that up a bit. And then we can go ahead and click and drag over this area and get just that mountain. And I think I made my brush too big. Is it doing it now? There we go. I don't know what I did. I think I broke it. Let me reapply that. M-Roto AI. Let's see. Okay, I'll just click and drag. I don't know. I did something. I might have deselected something. There we go. Okay, so we got mRoto AI working here, and I don't know. Perfect, there we go. So we just want to chop out that mountain. We'll go to the tracker, and we can track backwards. And you'll see how fast this is. I'm on an M1 Max computer, if that gives you any frame of reference of how fast this is running. But this is just gonna go through, quickly cut out, and you can cut out any object. So if you had a dog, a cat, a person, pair of scissors, a car, anything you can think of, you can cut out with mRoto AI, and it's just gonna quickly track through. Very, very cool stuff. And I will go ahead and stop that for this. So we'll change the output from merged over to masked video, and you can see how that has cut out that mountain really quickly. It's moving in 3D space. We could go in and 3D track it if we wanted to, but let's say I just want to throw in a whole different background here. I'll just drop that in there. And now I've got this completely different background happening for this mountain. So you could use this for set extensions. You could use it for just really any of your VFX needs. And you'll just notice, just take a look here at how clean these edges are for such a complex object. So very cool. It's wicked fast. I know it seemed slow, but if you consider everything it's doing, if you've ever hand rotoed anything, it is so crazy fast. So very impressive. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend. I know it's expensive. Make sure it's something that you need on a regular basis, of course. But yeah, it's very cool. So you've got that. You've got the mTracker 3D. I can quickly apply that, and you could work these essentially in tandem. Here it is. You could work these in tandem. Maybe I'll shorten that shot. So you could track the shot, and then you could rotoscope the shot. You could drop in text in the shot. Let's see if I can do something like that really quick here on stream. How long has this been going? Hey, an hour and a half, not too shabby.
Maybe do a refresh before we draw this one.
Oh yeah, thank you. We'll do that. Get some water there, and we'll refresh all the entries. Okay, so we have tracked this. I can go ahead and I'm gonna get my position picker. So I wanna lock something to this background mountain. So I'm just gonna do that. And we can load up mTracker 3D over here on the left side. I have too much stuff, too many things. So let's say I wanna put this concrete text in that background there. I'll just drop that in. We'll select this first shot, we'll copy the track, and then we'll paste that track. So now that concrete text is, oh man, I didn't let it move enough. I needed more parallax. But this concrete text is locked to that background mountain. Man, you guys get the idea. Actually, funny enough, I heard that mTracker works better with more motion in the video than it does with less. So, but man, I should have tracked a different portion. Can you guys kind of see how that's tracked in there? It's locked in. But so you could do that. You could do mRoto. You could duplicate this layer on top and cut out this mountain, and so that text would technically be behind or in front of the text. There's just a ridiculous amount of stuff you can do. There's all these drop zones. So, and if you want more information, of course, over on Motion VFX's website, they have so much more. There's the surface tracker, which makes it so you can put a tattoo on somebody's face and it looks real, and it blows my mind every time I see it. So many cool things. Let's give this thing away. Massive thank you to Motion VFX for doing this. Scrolling on down, let's see, Motion VFX Cine Studio, 3 winners. Here we go. And the winners are, we've got Carlos Oliveira from Brazil. The other bro. I love that. Marcus. We've got Kersengia. We'll go with that. So you 3 are the winners of Cine Studio for a year, and that comes with their 3D tracker and everything. It's crazy. So hopefully that's exciting to you. It's very exciting to me. And yeah, let's keep on rolling through to the final prizes I will be giving away. I can't believe we've made it this far. So let me load up a Boris Effects. Where is that? might need to make, here we go, Continuum. Okay. So Boris FX absolutely blew me away because they wanted to give away so much stuff. They are giving away 5 copies of Continuum FCP, 5 copies of Crumple Pop, which are AI-driven audio editing tools for Final Cut Pro. And they are giving away one of their full suite. It includes everything. So if you have After Effects, if you have DaVinci Resolve, if you have any of those, all of their tools will be working in all of the apps. So they're going to be giving away the full suite, which is annually over $1,000 or something. So they're giving away all of this, and I'm very blown away by their generosity. So thank you to Boris FX. I'm going to do my best to showcase some of this. There's just so much more to their tools than I can really show, but they have been used in so many major feature films. Boris FX is very, very well known in the VFX industry. So really cool that they wanted to partner with me in this way. Unfortunately, I am not an expert, so you're looking at a noob here. But first of all, with Boris FX, it comes with all this stuff, right? Art looks, blur, color tone, film style, grads, image restoration, lens, lights, optical diffusion, perspective, stylize, textures, and time. So it comes with all of those things, and they all do different stuff. But with the vast majority of these, you can link them to the Mocha Tracker, which is just an industry standard, very powerful planar tracker. And so we could go in and I'll just do a very quick and dirty thing. It's not going to look good, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not cool. So if I wanted to track in this black and white thing, we could go in not only to the effects editor, I'll load that up just so you can get a quick idea. So we've got the infrared look or whatever, and they have this whole effects window, which is just a whole other thing. I definitely don't have time to get into it, but we'll go ahead and save those changes. And each of these effects has a whole effects window. So I'll show you some of the larger ones. But then we could go into the Mocha Mask. And the Mocha Mask is so outrageously powerful, and I am not qualified to be showing this right now. We'll decide later. And this is, you know, the tracker that's inside of After Effects that everybody loves and stuff. So up here, if my mouse will stay on my screen, we can go in. I'm sorry, guys, this is gonna be quick and dirty. We'll just make a track around this grass, and we can push track forward. I wanted to set up so much better demos, but this happens to be the most busiest time of my life right now. So unfortunately, I couldn't do that. And this is not a great frame of reference. You can see how it's tracking through. It's actually very fast, and I'm tracking almost half of this entire video, but it's doing a 2D track. So you could go in and track everything, and we'll stop that, and I'll just save it. I hope this works since I didn't do the whole thing. But you can see just that effect is tracked to that specific part of the video. And if you take a look in this bottom right-hand corner, it's tracked in a 3-dimensional way. You can use this for masking. We could chop out these people's legs so they aren't being affected by the effect. So that's part of it, but you can also do corner pin tracking, so you could do a screen replacement. Again, I don't have time to get into all that. There's so much stuff here. Film glows, let's see if I can apply that. And you'll see it's giving us this nice little halation effect going on. Just a ton of stuff. If we go into the effects editor, oh, I'm doing it on the infrared. Let me get rid of that infrared effect. We'll go into the Film Glow effects editor, and you'll see, look at all these different options you have for templates. So you can start there, apply it, maybe it's too intense, and then you can go in and adjust each of the different settings, if I can find it. Let's see, that's Beat Reactor, which Beat Reactor is its own thing. Oh, secondary glow, where did I put my options? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's all right, I just can't see. Okay, so you can adjust all of your different controls here. We can make it a blue color, tons of stuff. Again, you can track that in with the Mocha Tracker. There's a ton of controls there. But what's super cool too is the Beat Reactor. So a lot of these effects, if if I expand that, I didn't set it up properly. I'm sorry, Boris FX. You guys deserve so much better. You can enable this beat reactor. You could load in audio, and you could have this glow going to music or to somebody talking in a podcast. And I just recently on the channel dropped a full video showing an audio visualizer. So they have a full audio visualizer, BCC Time Visualizer. I'll drop that in. And I don't have audio. I don't know if I have audio to load in. But let's see if I can find. I need to find audio. All right, let's select audio. We'll see if I can find a random wave file. Do I have music somewhere in one of these? Maybe. Hey, there it is. So you'll see it's got this basic audio visualizer. That's cool. You can go in and change these settings so much to make it look so much more dynamic. Rather than showing you how to do all that, you can go watch my tutorial, but here are a bunch that it comes with pre-made for you. So we got this cool one. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Where do I click? I'm clicking in the wrong spot. Ugh! I thought I could click there. I'm doing something wrong. It's always me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But you can see all of these different visual styles they have for this beat reactor, and I can push play. Let's see, the stream's taking too much juice to make it happen, but you get the idea of how many different options you have for this beat reactor. It's ridiculous. So you can just load these in, you can apply it, and just like that, we have our beat reactor. We can go into the gradient settings. You can adjust all of the colors if you wanted to. So I guess I'm adjusting this top corner. We could adjust the purple levels. What am I adjusting here? I did something. There's so much going on with this stream. Oh, okay. It must be using, if we take a look, polar warp. Nope. Well, I can adjust the polar warp. We'll bring that in. We're getting different looks here. This is such a bad demo of this. This thing is crazy powerful. My video does a much better job explaining each feature. Of course. Oh, mirror. There it is. There's some stuff going on with mirror. Let's see if we can change this color. There we go. Changing that middle color. That's what I was wanting, is the middle one, color 3. And you could go into the backdrop. Let's go to the backdrop. And it's a gradient right now. Let's look at the gradient settings. Make it blue and orange or whatever you want to make. Ooh, that does not look good. But you get the idea. They're very, very, very customizable. So basically they built each of those presets that you see using just the built-in tools inside of BCC Plus Audio Visualizer. So ridiculous. That's all included in FCP Continuum. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. We will draw those winners here really quick. Thank you again, Boris FX, for making that happen. Actually, let me do a refresh here. Make sure everybody that is in is in. We got 379. Let's draw winners for Boris FX. We're going to do Continuum FCP first. We got 5 of these licenses, drawing the names, and scrolling on down, you can see we have got Brett the Intern. We've got DSD. Can you guys even see these? Here we go. We've got Life of a Matt. We've got Tony F2A. Is that two-factor authentication? I don't know. We got Nox Luna Films. So congrats, you guys won Boris FX Continuum FCP. Super powerful package. Comes with all the Mocha tracking. They also gave me 5 licenses to Crumple Pop for Final Cut Pro, which are AI-driven audio cleanup tools. Unfortunately, at this time, this specific computer doesn't have it installed, so I can't showcase them, but they are very good. They've been doing voice isolation essentially in Final Cut Pro long before voice isolation was there. They have reverb removers, wind removers, all sorts of powerful things, and it's all kind of just one slider, right? You just click and drag, and it adjusts. Makes it very simple for people like me that don't understand audio but want really clean sounding audio. Very cool. So they're giving away 5 licenses of that. I wish I could showcase it. I can't. So let's draw those 5 winners. Crumple Pop license. And we're going to push draw for Crumple Pop coming in hot here. And if you guys can see those names here, maybe we have got, what do we got? Let's see. Here's Crumple Pop. We've got Dave Schmidt. We have, and I've got Kai Reichow. We've got Recursive Vidya, Dave Seth, and Razanas. So congrats, you guys won Crumple Pop, powerful, powerful audio cleanup tools. So very cool. And finally, last but not least, and this is something that I can't really show very easily, it's all of that Continuum Final Cut Pro stuff, but so much more because they've got crazy powerful particle generators. They've got, man, mind is blanking, but it's all of their tools. Everything Boris FX has all in a single suite. It's absolutely insane. I'm super grateful they're giving away this. And if you happen to have any other editing software, you can use all the tools in all the software. The Boris FX suite. Let's go ahead, refresh one more time. Make sure everybody who has entered during this nearly 2-hour live stream gets entered properly. There we go. 388 people. Make sure you are entered. I'm going to give it 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds to get your chance to win. And I do have several others that I need to give away off stream because I screwed it up. So I got to set those up. But refreshing one more time. So if you get an email randomly saying you won, congrats. But let's go ahead and do this Boris FX drawing here. Drawing the winners, all prizes, last one. Let's do it. The winner of the final Boris FX is Al Norell. That you won. Congratulations, you get the Boris FX suite over in Paris. That is super cool. Thank you so much for joining in on this. Very, very excited for you to get to use those tools. I think they're going to blow your mind. You're going to want to watch a lot of tutorials. So congrats, everybody. Thank you again so much for helping me meet this massive milestone. 50,000 people. I immediately think of stadiums of people that are like 30, 45,000. And I'm like, that is so many of you. So thank you for making this happen. Very, very grateful to get to do what I do. So thank you. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. I'm very grateful. And I cannot wait to see you guys all in my next video, which will be dropping here shortly. I forgot what it was about. Otherwise, I'd tell you. It's been a chaotic week. So thank you, everybody. Some of you will be getting additional emails, so congrats to you. And everybody that won today will be receiving an email from me with instructions on how to get their prizes. I'm going to do it as fast as I possibly can. I am one human, so bear with me, have a little patience, and I appreciate you. If I don't get to you in the next few days, reach out to me because, yeah, we'll meet up with each other. But anyway, thank you, everybody. And yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this stream up. Very grateful to all of you. Let's go ahead and sign off. So I guess I got to find my finish button here. But thank you. 117 likes, 115 people watching right now. That's incredible. And we'll see you in the next one.